I know I said I wasn't going to be doing any TBRs this year, but I genuinely feel like I'm gonna break my own rule here because I'm just so excited about this one. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with a not so TBR, which is kind of a TBR video, because there is a new readathon that is about to happen that I wanted to share with more people because I don't feel that enough people know about it. The readathon I'm talking about is the Read the Middle East Readathon, which is being hosted by Jen from the channel Book Syrup. And side note, if you are not already subscribed to Jen, you definitely should check her out. She has really great on-camera presence. She's very thoughtful, and I've just really been enjoying her videos. So I will link her channel down below, and actually, just so you know, I will link all of the readathon related links down there as well. So the Read the Middle East Readathon is kind of exactly what it says. It's a readathon meant to encourage people to read more own voices Middle Eastern authors. And Jen has a couple of different videos out. She has an announcement video, obviously, and recently she just put up a I guess it's kind of like a recommendations video. She goes through all of the countries that she is considering the Middle East for the sake of this readathon and shares at least one book recommendation for each country. There's also going to be a group read book, which is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal, which is a YA fantasy novel set in ancient Arabia, and it just, okay, one, it has a gorgeous cover, but two, it just sounds so good. This is one I was actually really interested in before I found out about the readathon, so the fact that they are going to be like combined in my life makes me very happy. We Hunt the Flame is the only book I actually purchased for the readathon, and chances are that is the only book that I'm actually going to read during the week, which, by the way, I probably should say the readathon runs from June 22nd through July 1st. Now, the rest of the books I have to share with you guys here today aren't a strict TBR because, as I have mentioned in other videos, when I make TBR videos, I feel like I get some satisfaction out of just telling you guys about the books, and then I don't ever go on to actually read them. So what I'm going to say instead is that these are books that fit the criteria of the readathon that I already had on my shelves, and that I may be picking up during the week, but you know, can't guarantee anything. I'm actually tentatively planning on vlogging the week of this readathon, so we shall see. But just in case I don't get to these books and you guys are interested in taking part in the readathon, I thought I would share them with you as potential options for both myself and for you guys as well. So the first book I have here is Letters to a Young Muslim by Omar Saif Gobash. This is something I've actually talked about on my channel before. It's a non-fiction book, and the author is the ambassador to Russia from the United Arab Emirates. Now this is kind of in the vein of Ta-Nehisi Coates' book that he wrote to his son. This is Omar's talking to his two kids about what it means to be a good Muslim and what it means to navigate our modern world while staying true to your Muslim values. So I think this will be very interesting. I'm, again, kind of getting back into a bit of a nonfiction kick right now, so this might be one that I'm interested in. Then another nonfiction book I have here is Lipstick Jihad, a memoir of growing up Iranian in America and American in Iran by Azadeh Moeveni. I'm very sorry, I totally 100% butchered that. I picked this one up at a library used book sale a couple of years ago and just never got around to reading it, so this readathon might be the exact perfect opportunity to finally pick this up and read it. And finally, I had one Own Voices Middle Eastern novel on my shelves, and that was The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Now, Hosseini is probably one of the most well-known Middle Eastern authors, at least here in the US. He has, I believe, 2 other novels, and generally speaking, is very well loved. Like, I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about his novels. I did try and read this one, gosh, was it back in high school? So, I mean, over 8 years ago now, and I just found the subject material a little bit hard for me, but I've definitely matured as a reader, matured as a human being. I can handle tougher subject matter now, so this one I'm really looking forward to, and even if I don't get to it in this readathon, I know this is one I'm going to be reading in the near future. Okay, so those are the books that I own that fit the parameters of the Read the Middle East readathon. So this is kind of what I will be choosing from during the week, in addition to We Hunt the Flame, of course. I, of course, also have an Audible account and access to ebooks and audiobooks through my library, so what I would really like to ask you guys is if you have any recommendations for Own Voices Middle Eastern authors that you think I would really enjoy based on what I have shared and enjoyed in other videos here on the channel. Does that make sense? I think so. One country in particular I would really be interested in reading about is Lebanon, because that's the Middle Eastern connection in my family. My mom is half Lebanese, and I literally know nothing about I know a little bit, but I don't know much about Lebanon. And when I Googled Lebanese authors, it was like a bunch of old men. So if you guys know of any more contemporary Lebanese authors that I can get in English, feel free to let me know. And on that note, I can feel the ramble starting to happen, so I'm gonna cut things off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.